Now, firstly, let me thank General Bakshi for the book, and not for the reasons that many of you will say. Why is this book important? And why I consider it to be a very, very great. Why do we fight the wars? Is it some vicarious pleasures that we get in killing the adversaries, human resource, or the capital? What is it? What do we want to achieve? Whatever our military objectives or political objectives will be, how do we want to achieve it? We achieve it by breaking the will of the nation and defeating its army breaks their will. That is why it is important. When you defeat them on the battleground, the nation is prepared to have peace with you on your terms. So whether it is Ukraine, Russia, the second war, it is any war, at the end of it, it is that you want to do that. But what happens if the people don't have the national will at all? Do we need any of this? One of the major tasks that we neglected and we should have is, or to the extent it should have been done, was creating the national will, strengthening it. Way back, about 125 years back, but only one person who rose to do that was Swami Vivekananda. That is, when he say Uttishta Bharata, O India, rise. Idea was this, they create that national will. And I must compliment that in the same tradition, General Bakshi's books, his narratives, his discourses, they may look a little outlandish at times and one can have his own criticism, but the fact remains that the idea behind that is to know who you are. Understand yourself. Realize your potential, realize your past. Your past will give you an idea that you were able to accomplish what you have been denied by the unfortunate course of history. We are the victims of history, but probably we haven't learned many lessons. It's all very great to say, and it is right. It's true. Our past was very glorious. It is also true that we had everything, the intellectualism, we had the great understanding of war, security, national purposes and others. But probably, in spite of all that, in spite of the economic prosperity of the country, in spite of the huge manpower resource that we have, one of the reasons where we failed was that we considered the strategy, the norms, the rules, the values, the laws that will govern your engagement with the adversary will be on your terms, by your preserved by your thinking. Strategy making or war is never a binary, it's never a singular unitary equation. It is vis-a-vis some objective or an adversary or achieve thing that you want. There is more than one entity. Other than this, all these things require a decision making. Whether it's a small decision that a platoon commander makes or it is a mighty big decision that the Prime Minister makes. It all is some game in the life is of decision. And everybody makes decisions with good intentions, according to what he has been trained, according to what his education, his mental caliber, his this and that. But what is most important is, ultimately the choice, exercising a choice, is a function of your capability. We did not build our capabilities proportionate to what our threats were and what we were capable of. We had the manpower, we had the economic strength, we had the geographical expanse, we had, in a way, borders that could be well protected because we had the Himalayas on our north, we had the desert and these things on our west, and then we had the sea, this thing, etc. We could have built up when most of these people were still very, very underdeveloped and this thing. We should, what we have got to learn is that if you have got to make the right choices, and even if there are people who have the courage and the chivalry to make the right choices, probably the capability is not there. At the different stages. We are civilizationally people who lacked collectivism. When we wanted to achieve the highest spiritual status, we abandoned even our family, our children, our wives and everything, went to the Himalayas with the Kamandal or something in there. We never prayed together like in namaz and others. Collectivity was not our things. We excel in our isolation. Our individualism takes over. And nationhood or a community or a society and others are all collective functions. So in our strategy, if we have to bring that collectivism, that this thing, it is only when the society feels empowered and has got the choices. So capability building. Capability is more important than intentions. I can change my intentions in half an hour. If you say that, well, I've got the choice that I can attack X and achieve my military or political objective, or I can go for a discussion around the table and for a diplomatic talk, I've got both the options open. Then it is relevant to say, why did you not go for a war when you could? But how could you go for a war when we had no option? So first build those options and then exercise the choices. I must congratulate Bakshi. He has contributed a lot. I think what we have done for this country is very few. Nobody else has probably written so much, and I wish that our younger generation finds access and these books are promoted. They have to be subsidized. It should be done. If there is translations in different languages can be brought about. If you have to build that national will, that Indianness on the people, I think that will solve for very, very major strategies. That is, we have to convert a civilization into a nationhood. And it's an acrothermic exercise. It takes a lot of heat and it takes a lot of effort. Thank you very much.